Hello guys, in this video I want to explain you everything about tracking centers in QNET. Okay? So basically what is a tracking center? It is an account where you can earn money from QNET. You are not buying tracking centers from QNET. When you pay money, you are paying for a product or a service. So when you get that product or the service, then you are getting a tracking center. With that tracking center, with that account, you are eligible to make money from QNET. Okay? So, let's say you buy a product which has a BV value, business value, of 500. In other words, 500 BV, right? And there are more other products, which is 1000 BV and then 1500 BV. If you go through our online store, QNET's online store, you will see these BV values, right? Okay? And then there are some other products, 2000 BV, some 5000 BV. Okay, there is also 3000 BV also products, and some are maybe 10,000 BV. Before that, I remember there was few products for 7000 BV also, right? So there are so many products which has BV, and this goes up to 21,000 BV. So when somebody sees this BV, some of them are thinking like, is it dollar or $21,000 or maybe $500? No, it's not dollars. It's BV, just kind of points which you are getting for each product. Okay? So with these BVs, okay, you can qualify tracking centers. A tracking center is, which I just explained, an account inside your virtual office. So tracking center 1 is 500 BV. This is called tracking center 001. And tracking center 2 is also 500 BV. This is tracking center 002. Tracking center 3, 500 BV, 003. Right? So first 3 tracking centers, each of these tracking centers are going to be 500 BV each. So tracking center 1 is 500 BV, tracking center 2 500 BV, tracking center 3 500 BV. Any other tracking center after first 3 tracking centers are going to be 1000 BV each. So tracking center 4 is going to be 1000 BV. Tracking center 5 1000 BV. Tracking center 6 7 8. Okay, all these tracking centers are going to be 1000 BV each. Okay, I hope you understood that. Okay, so by understanding that, I will show you what is the potential of making money from QNET from these tracking centers. Suppose you start the business with 1500 BV and you have one downline in your left. Starts with 3000 BV. Okay, and you have another with 3000 BV here. And this side you have one with 3000 BV and another with 3000 BV. Now let me remind you QNET's compensation plan. According to QNET compensation plan, when you have 3000 BV in your left and 3000 BV in your right, how much you get paid? $200 if you are in bronze rank. So same way, when you have 3000 BV in the left, 3000 BV in the right, if you are in silver rank, you get paid $225. And if you are in gold rank, 250. Can write in front of you silver and here gold. And then if you are in sapphire rank, you get $265. And if you are in platinum rank, you get $275. And if you are in diamond rank, you get $300. And if you are in blue diamond rank, you get $325. So I hope you understand this. So you need to understand this also, right? How you can make more and more money by advancing into upper and upper ranks. So let's say you are in silver rank. So getting into silver rank is very simple, right? So if you are in silver rank, when you have 3000 BV in the left and 3000 BV in the right, you get paid $225. So now in this case, you have 6000 BV in the left and 6000 BV in the right. So you get paid 450 US dollars if you are in silver rank from your tracking center 001. Okay. Suppose you have 4 direct referrals, right? This is your first direct sale, second, third, and fourth, right? Suppose you get these last two, okay, last 2 direct referrals into your this team. 3000 BV here and 3000 here. In this case, also you have how much? 450 coming from your tracking center 001. Why? 6000 BV in the left and 6000 BV in the right. Okay. So from this tracking center, you are going to make 3000 in the left, 3000 in the right. How much? 225 US dollars. Because you are in the silver rank, right? And from this tracking center, you have 3000 in the left and 3000 in the right. So you make how much? 225 US dollars. So as a total, you are going to make 450 plus 225 plus 225, which is equal to 900 US dollars with just 4 sign-ups. 4 people buying 3000 BV each. Okay, so this is the first scenario. How much you can earn if you start this business with 1500 BV. Okay, so I'll go ahead. In the previous scenario, having 4 sign-ups with 3000 BV, you made 900 US dollars. So that is when you started with 1500 BV, right? Okay, now let's go to another scenario where you start with just 500 BV and you don't have tracking center 002 and 003. You don't have these two. You just started with 500 BV. Because you started with 500 BV, you have 1 left and 1 right. So here let's say you have 3000 BV and 3000 BV. Can you get your 2 other sign-ups here and here? No, you can't, because you don't have these 2 tracking centers. Okay, so you will have to place under these 2 people. If you wish, you can have it here. Okay, but you don't have a tracking center, so that you don't make money. If you wish, you also can have it here, but you don't make money. So no point of having in these 2 positions. Why? Because you don't have these 2 tracking centers. So 4th sign up here. How much you can make now? 6000 BV in the left, 6000 BV in the right. You're going to be making 450 US dollars. So now let's go to another scenario where you have 2 tracking centers. That means you are starting the business with 1000 BV. So you have another tracking center here, which means you can make this team now, right? So you can have this person, your 4th direct referral, here. So when you get your 4th direct referral here, from this tracking center you can again still make 450 US dollars. Why? Because 6000 BV in the left, 6000 BV in the right. And from this tracking center you can make 225 US dollars. So as a total, you can earn $450 plus 225 US dollars, which is equal to 675 US dollars. A lot better than starting with 500 BV, right? And in the previous case, in the first case, you made $900. So it is even better, right? Okay. So let me go ahead for higher and higher BV. Suppose you start with a little higher BV amount. Okay. So you have tracking center 001, 002 and 003. 500 BV, 500 and 500. Your tracking center 004. So this is 001, let me write 002 and 003, right? Your tracking center 004 is going to be 1000 BV. Can you see here? It is going to be 1000 BV. And there's one more rule. You can't immediately allocate your next tracking center here. You can't allocate it here, you can't allocate it here, you can't allocate it here. You can allocate your tracking center 004 only under a downline. So first, you need to work with your upline and make a contact list, learn prospecting, invitation, presentation, closing, and you need to get a sign up. So when you have your first direct referral, let's say you have A, and second direct referral, which is called B. So you have two signups now. If these two downlines are very serious downlines, what do you need to do? You need to allocate your 004 here and 005 here and 006, 007. That means you are done with 004, 005, 006, 007, right? To do this, how many BB you should buy? 1500, 2500, 3500, 4500, 5500. 5500 BB. So when you get 5500 BB, then only you can do this. Okay? So let's see how much more money you can make by making one more teams. Okay? Now you are going to work with A and B. Your appliance will also support to grow A and B. So working with A will get A's first direct sale. So I'm going to call it A1. And A is going to get his second direct referral, which is called A2. Same way, B1 and B2. And now let's say this guy also come with 3000 BV. 3000, 3000, 3000. I will also mention that A started with 3000 BV also, and B started with 3000 BV also. So when you get your next sign up, which is C, so you signed up A and B, right? Now your C, you are going to place here. And when you get D, you place your D here. When you get E, you sign up E here. When you get F, you sign up your F here. Now see how much money you can make. Let's say C start with 3000 BV, E with 3000 BV, 3000 BV, D also, and F also 3000 BV. So this is your tracking center, your tracking center, your tracking center, your tracking center, right? And these three also belong to you. You are taking a check of $225 from 004. 005, you get 225 US dollars. You are getting 225 US dollars from 006 also. 007, you get 225 US dollars if you are in silver rank. If you can really do this, you will immediately go to gold rank also. We'll talk about that later. Okay, but let's assume you are in silver rank. Worst case scenario, you are in silver rank. Here, how much you make from this tracking center? Nothing. Why? Because you are only making one side, right? One side of the tracking center, right? Okay. So how about this one? Are you going to make money from here, this tracking center? No. You are not going to make money from this both tracking centers. Why? Because you got two serious downlines, A and B. It is better to sign up these C, D, E and F under this A and B, right? So that A and B also can make more money, right? Because you have tracking centers under A and B, 004, 005, 006, 007, you also can make more money, right? If you place C, D, E, F, let's say CD here, okay, so that you can make money from here, right? And EF here, you also can make more money from this tracking center, right? But it's better to help your A and B first. Later, when this A and B making a huge organization and making a lot of money, when you are also making a lot of money from your 004, 005, 006, 007, later on, you can focus on 002 and 003. But immediately in the beginning, you need to focus on helping A and B. Okay? That you can only do if you start with 5500 PV. So let me calculate and tell you how much more money you can make. Okay? So now I told you 225, 225, 225 and 225. And from this main tracking center, let's count the total PV in the left. You have 3000 from A and you have 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 4 into 3, it is going to be 12,000. 12,000 from A1, C, E, A2. Okay? So 12,000 plus 3,000, 15,000. So you are going to get 5 checks. That means you are going to get $225 into 5, which is equal to 1,125 US dollars from this tracking center from TC001. So as a total, you make $1,125 plus here 225, 225, 225, 225. This is going to be 900. 900 US dollars, which is equal to 2025 US dollars. So you see, like, with less amount of work, you are getting money, you are earning money from so many different places, right? So the same scenario, if you start with only 500 BV, how much money you can make? You can make only $1,125. Why? Because everyone in the left and everyone in the right. 15,000 BV, 15,000 BV. You make 1,125. But in this case, you made $2,025. So much more. Not only that, whatever A1 does and whatever C does, whatever E does, whatever A2 does, whatever B1, D, F, B2 does, you are going to make money from all these tracking centers. One day, when these tracking centers start maxing out, let's say you are maxing out in gold rank, which is about $60,000, right? That will be the maximum amount you can earn from this tracking center, right? So by that time, you might be seeking, oh, I need to start another tracking center, right? Why not have these 4 tracking centers by that time? By that time, if you are maxing out $60,000 US with this tracking center, that means you are making something, at least $10,000-15,000 from each tracking center, right? Which will help you to make an income of $100,000, right? Over $100,000, right? So when you start maxing out your tracking center 001, later you can focus on maxing out one by one, right? So one day you have a potential of maxing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracking centers, and you can earn an income of 5 into 60,000, which is equal to 300,000 US dollars. This max out also go up and up when your rank is going up and up, right? If you are in blue diamond, your max out is over $100,000 a month, right? So if you are in blue diamond, you can earn up to $500,000 with 5 tracking centers if you are maxing out. So when you start maxing out, it's too late to think about these tracking centers. Oh, I should have taken a tracking center 5 years ago. That's too late. You should have tracking centers earlier on. So it's better to go for 5,500 BV. And I would suggest you to go for even higher, 7,500 BV. If you go, what can you do? If C is very serious, let's say this guy C is very serious, okay? This side C is very serious, and this side, let's say D is very serious. So what you have to do? By 0, 0, 8 here and 0, 0, 9 here, and then 0, 0, 0, 10 here, and then tracking center number 11 here, right? You can get these tracking centers also, right? But to do this, you should have another 4,000 BV. 5,500 plus 4,000, 9,500 BV, right? Now I hope you understand why people are buying 21,000 BV. People are signing up with 21,000 BV, right? Now you understand, right? At least you should go for 13,000 BV. Then only you can start playing with tracking centers and making more and more money from QNET. See the potential. Don't think short term, think very long term. In long term, there's a huge potential of making money. But that is only if you are doing this business very seriously. Make a simple decision, right? I'm going to take this business very seriously. I'm going to max out first tracking center, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? So go for that. To start making that, to start such income, you have to start with big amounts. If you allocate these tracking centers later on, it's a delay. So when you start finding these, serious people, that is when you have to make a very fast decision and take tracking centers from both left and right of that serious IR. That is also helping him. Why? Because you are also focusing on earning money from these tracking centers, right? Because you as an upline focusing on making money from 004, 005, 006, 007, it is going to help A and B. Really. It is really going to help A and B. So that can motivate them also. Right? So I hope you understand about tracking centers and what is the potential of making money from tracking centers. And let me tell you, if you start with more and more tracking centers, and if you start earning money from several tracking centers, the next thing which is going to happen, second thing which is going to happen, your downline AB gonna see you doing this. Wow, you are a great upline. You are making money from more and more tracking centers. I must do the same. So just think, if A and B also go for 13,000 BV later on, after seeing you doing it seriously. They started with, let's say, 3,000 BV, 3,000 BV, and they also upgrade to 13,000 BV because you started it and you started making money under them. Under A and B, when A and B sees you making money under them, they are going to really believe it. Oh, my upline has tracking centers under me and he's making money from those tracking centers also. That is when they start to believe it. That is when A and B get excited and increase to 13,000 BV. And when A and B get excited and upgrade to 13,000 BV, and when A and B start doing the same thing with their downlines, guess what? Guess what is going to happen to this A1, A2, B1 and B2? What is going to happen to these 4 people? They are going to get excited. They are going to upgrade to 13,000 BV, right? Okay? So this culture of taking more tracking centers and helping your downlines to make more and more money from tracking centers starts by you doing it first. So I suggest you to start with higher tracking centers. Why? In a previous video, I have explained what is the advantage of starting with higher and higher BV. So if you haven't watched that video, go back and watch that video. Why? Because you will understand how serious your people become when they start with higher BV. First point. And second point, your people can make more and more money from more and more tracking centers. Second point. And the third point is that you spend so much money to get so many products. By getting so many products, you get so many tracking centers, right? Because you spend so much money, you become very serious. Because you are very serious, you are going to read all the books, finish all the DVDs, right? And you are going to make it happen. You are going to take it more serious. You are going to explore this industry in a bigger way. There's a video, okay? You go back to my old videos. There's a video which is called, okay, I'll put that video into this description. Okay, go through that video. That video talks about why you must go for high BV. And guys, there was one more video, previous video, which I explained about zigzag. Okay, let me write zigzag. Okay, name of the video is called zigzag. I'll put that video also to the description below. And this video explains you how you can allocate tracking centers very carefully, step by step, finding the serious people by allocating one more tracking centers under very particular serious people. Okay, how you can focus on only on one side or maybe other side, right? You know, your network will not grow in a proper way, right? Your network will grow one side faster than other side, right? Okay, so how to focus on every tracking center which you are going to allocate, you will learn from this zigzag video. So this video is also in the description below. Go through that video so that you will get clarity on how to allocate, when to allocate, and how you can focus on different markets, allocating tracking centers in different positions. And what happens if your left move faster than right? And what happens suddenly if my left and right change? Where should I focus on allocating my tracking centers? Right? These things are explained in this zigzag video. Go through that video and you'll get clarity on what to do with your tracking centers. Okay? So guys, thank you for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe it. And thank you again. Love you guys. The V.